How's it going, everyone? We got a major update on Horizon Forbidden West in this video. We got some PlayStation 4 Pro gameplay as well, looking pretty sleek on that platform. I know some people were a little bit worried on how it's going to perform on PS4, and I'm still a little bit worried given that we got PS4 Pro performance, but I think ultimately it'll turn out pretty well on the base console as well. Got a bit of an update on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the free-to-play title that just dropped. It is taking the gaming world by storm, I guess you could say. A lot of downloads, a lot of people trying it out as a free-to-play title. We'll talk that, and then we'll round out the video by taking a look at some great deals that are available right now. Alright, first up, over on the PlayStation blog, we got a brand new post regarding Horizon Forbidden West ahead of its February 18th release date. Yeah, it's coming very, very quickly. The game has officially gone gold, so here we go. Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden West both officially gone gold. That means 99.9999999% chance they will both be hitting their release date, and honestly, we're at the home stretch at this point. Forbidden West is, what, 3 weeks away? 3 weeks and like a day, like 22 days away, I want to say, and then Elden Ring is just a little bit further after that. These games are going to hit their release date. I'm pretty confident in saying that, so that's pretty exciting. And also, Horizon Forbidden West has gotten some gameplay from the PlayStation 4 Pro version of the game, and it is looking very good. Looks like it's running at a solid 30 frames per second. So that is perfectly acceptable if you're on a PS4. I know on PS5 people are going to be looking to play at 60 FPS, or I believe they have a variety of different modes that you could play the game at, but the game is looking solid. The only concern I have is we do need to get some basic PS4 gameplay, like the regular PS4. PS4 Pro and PS4, the base model, don't have a huge discrepancy, very little to be perfectly honest, but the Pro does have some improvements that do go a little bit of a way, so it'd be nice to get some base PS4 gameplay on top of that. Get a little bit more gameplay on that would be nice, but I do think ultimately the base PS4 game is going to run pretty well, but it's just that more people have the base PS4 than they do have the PS4 Pro, so it would be better to just get more PS4 gameplay. I think that's what most people want to see. I have a bunch of friends that are excited for this game, but right now they only have a regular PS4. I don't think any of my friends actually have a PS4 Pro, so yeah, PS4 Pro was kind of a fringe item that not a lot of people picked up. It was more of a bridge the gap kind of a console. I know like some more hardcore people, hardcore into video games picked it up, but a lot of casual players just stuck with the base PS4. Nonetheless, Horizon Forbidden West is looking very, very good. From a graphical standpoint, while it is going to be a cross-generational title, I think it's going to look fairly good on the PS5 as well. And I have to say, the draw distance in this game, based on the footage that we're seeing, looks very, very good. It looks pretty incredible from that regard, and I'm excited to get into this game from a narrative standpoint, and also, they're really going to be ramping it up from a gameplay standpoint as well. As far as improvements go, it looks like a lot of the emphasis was put on from a gameplay standpoint. Like, the storytelling in Horizon, I think, is gonna be fairly good. The first one had a very, very good narrative. It was just from a gameplay standpoint. Some people weren't as high on it. I liked the gameplay. I thought it was pretty enjoyable, but this one looks a lot more varied. Looks like it's a lot more nuanced, and you're gonna have a lot of more options on how you're gonna tackle specific scenarios, so that's pretty interesting. And we'll see how that turns out. And from a content standpoint, I imagine it's gonna be filled with content given the first game. If you wanted to get the Platinum Trophy, it was a little bit of an undertaking. You had to spend quite a bit of time on it, but we'll see how this game turns out. Again, that's dropping February the 18th. Alright, moving on from that, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel downloads have topped 4 million. iOS and Android versions are now available as well in 11 countries. So I've been playing Master Duel quite a bit, have not dropped any money on the gems. Don't worry, guys, they actually do a pretty good job in giving you quite a bit of gems to work with right out of the gate by just doing the standard stuff, and with that, you should be able to get kind of close to building a deck. You might have to grind a little bit more after that, and then you can legitimately build a top-tier deck. I had a friend help me guide through what the best decks were in the game because he was playing a lot more than me. And the game is running on a different ban list than the TCG, I believe, so it was a little bit of a learning curve for a lot of people, but got some help doing that, and I built a Tri-Brigade deck, and that seems to be doing pretty well for me right now. I'm not going to be, you know, grinding ranked super hard or anything like that, but it is going to be a fun time, you know, going in every now and again, see what's up. I plan on being a complete free-to-play player on this, but from what I'm talking to, a lot of people that I've talked to that have tried out Master Duel, they are people that have never touched the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG itself. They were watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, you know, they were fans of the anime and everything like that, and now when there's a free-to-play game that's super accessible, you can just download it and get in, now they're checking it out, and, you know, it could get dicey for people that, you know, get into the microtransactions. I have a buddy that spent a disgusting amount of money on this game already, but hey, it's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. I just don't want people that, you know, VR content to get knee-deep into a free-to-play game, because games like this, man, it can get kind of addictive opening up packs and whatnot. But again, the game does a pretty good job giving you a healthy amount of gems, but it does taper off. Like, you get a bunch of gems, they front load how many gems you get, which is the currency in the game, and then it tapers off and it's harder to get gems later on. So you can open up like 35 packs or something like that right out of the gate pretty easily, but then it is more of a grinding process. So something to consider there. I definitely would buy the Duel Pass with your 600 gems, I believe that costs, and then I would also buy the kit that has the Ash Blossom in it, so that's a decent pickup as well. And then you can use the rest of the gems, picking up the packs you want, and then, you know, you select a archetype or figure out the deck you want to play, and then delve into the packs a little bit more. Do a little bit of research if you are planning on playing this game. Go online, see what the good decks are, because you don't want to be blindly buying packs and then kind of screwing yourself that way. But, yeah, it's pretty accessible from that regard, and nice to see it do pretty well. The game is very rough around the edges. Like, I had a buddy tell me, like, bro, is this even, like, a 1.0 release? Because, yeah, the game has some very, very glaring, like, UI issues, let's just say that. So hopefully they remedy that sooner rather than later, but we'll see how this game evolves over time. Really, for a game like this, it's how consistent can it be? How long is it going to sustain an audience? So we'll see how that turns out. But enough about Master Duel. If you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, check it out. I think that's the majority of people that are playing it. People like me that grew up watching the anime, and now we get a pretty accessible way to play the card game as well, at least in this form. Alright, moving on from that, let's talk some deals real quick. Want to reiterate that the EA Play 3-month discount offer is still available on the PlayStation Store. That's 3 months of EA Play for $4.99. Really good pickup here. I know UFC 4 is going to be a PlayStation Plus title, but you can still get 3 months of EA Play for $4.99. I do think that's a fairly good buy, so go check that out. That'll give you access to the back catalog EA titles that are available on PS4. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is probably the standout, so if you have been wanting to play that game, that's something to check out. You also get trials to a bunch of EA titles as well, so Battlefield 2042, you can play, I believe, 10 hours of that, so that's pretty decent. On top of that, deal of the week on the PlayStation Store is Mortal Kombat 11. That is $10. You can pick up the Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate add-on bundle for $15, so that's something to note as well. That gets you the Aftermath expansion, Combat Pack 1 and 2. That's $15 on top of the $10 for MK11. A couple of other deals to note on the physical side of things. Slay the Spire, physical copy of that, $9.99. Very interesting roguelike card game marriage. We're seeing a lot of games that are following this archetype, so to speak, of being a half roguelike, half card game, and a lot of them are going in different directions, trying to, you know, bring some uniqueness to them. Slay the Spire is a very, very addicting game. A lot of strategy goes into this game. At first, when you go into it, you might think you have it figured out in the first half an hour or so, and then you realize, okay, this game has a lot more depth than you initially thought, and I found it very enjoyable. $9.99, good pickup on that. Physical copy of Disco Elysium, the final cut, is available for $29.99. This is on PS4, but you do get a PS5 upgrade with this as well. Fantastic game from a narrative standpoint, excellent writing, great themes, pretty mature game, so that is something to note here. A lot of decision making as well, quite a bit of replayability. If you're into story-driven games, highly, highly recommend Disco Elysium. It's one that I think you guys are going to enjoy quite a bit. And then lastly, Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades Edition, $12.88. We're coming up on Elden Ring. Why not play Dark Souls 3? If you haven't, I imagine a lot of you guys have, but $12.88 for the Fire Fades Edition. Really good pickup for a new copy of this one. And that's going to do it for me. Again, Horizon Forbidden West officially gone gold. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel with 4 million downloads. Let's see if it's going to have some sustainability going into the future. That's really what it comes down to with these free-to-play titles. EA Play, 3 months, is $4.99. Mortal Kombat 11, discount on the PlayStation Store, and a couple good deals as well. Links to everything in the description box below. As always, thank you for watching. Sound off in the comment section down below, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.